Hello, my name is Rajat Sajdev and I represent our Constellation Pvt Limited, one of Pune's most admired real estate advisory company. We specialize in real estate consulting, broking and mandate sales. We have distributed over 1.7 million square foot of real estate in Pune. As we complete 10 years into the business, guess it's time to pay back to the sector. And what better way than sharing of knowledge we've gained all this time. So this is a special knowledge bite by the name Sachi Baat for all the developers today. Trust me, this quick video can accelerate your sales velocity to another level. So please listen very carefully. What I learned at the management program at IIM Ahmedabad long ago was that every industry, be it consumer durables, automobiles, pharmaceutical, or any other industry for that matter of fact, operates and expands on two important pillars, one being brand establishment and the other is setting up a distribution network via dealerships and agencies. And I'm sure you'll accept what I said. The way for them to scale is to have a bigger and bigger distribution setup. All the larger brands invest very heavily on developing these channels. So taking a cue from these industries, the only way a futuristic developer can flourish is by establishing a robust dealership network. But let me tell you, all you amazing people, you are luckier than those in the other sectors. You want to know how? Well, you are in a dream sector which already has an organically grown dealership network in place. How? Pune and Pimpri Chinchwad as on today has exactly 6,826 RERA registered channel partners on board. Yes, you heard it right. It's 6,826 channel partners. Wow, that's some number. I'm sure you're amazed at hearing that number. These are companies and individuals who are focused on real estate sales for a living. I mean, what an inventory our sector has. I mean, isn't it phenomenal? I think it's phenomenal. So we already have an established distribution setup available in the city. A recent research suggests that over 50% of sales for top developers was contributed by channel partners last year. You can also call them distributors or dealers or agencies. I'm sure most of you already acknowledge this opportunity, but many are sometimes not optimizing the strength of such a huge network of channel partners. The next 3 minutes are a sure shot mantra for you to ride on this network. I assure you that. So please listen very, very carefully. The first thing that a real estate developer should do is to focus on setting up a distribution network. You have to follow 5 simple tasks. Just remember these tasks and just follow these tasks and you have landed. That is what I can assure you. The first and foremost thing, point number one, the task number one is that you create a position of a channel partner relationship manager for your project. The role of this position is to enhance the reach with CPs and developing a strong relationship with them. So this person has a very clear-cut KRA, and that KRA is simple. It's channel partners. That's it. So he has to make a reach to channel partners. Once this person is on board, the next important step that you need to take care of is that you need to identify the channel partners who operate in your market. Let's say a 5-kilometer periphery of your project. Get this data in place. You need to see which channel partners are operating in your competitors' products. Products which are the same pricing, the same size. You need to check out which people are operating on those products and you need to make a data of these people, make a list of these people. Right? This is what you need to do. This is a very important part of you developing your channel partner connect. Once this data is ready with you, you need to basically go to the step 3. And the step 3 is connect with channel partners. The best way of branding yourself amongst the CPs is to have an introductory welcome party or a CP meet as such. Remember, this is how you will establish some credibility amongst CPs and be able to address a larger network. This is a branding activity. Under no circumstance should you expect plenty of bookings happening from this initial activity itself. You may see a good amount of activation in terms of walk-ins happening and a few bookings also happening, but do not expect this to be a game changer alone. The fourth point is the most critical. So the fourth step is the most critical, like in any other relationship also, and that is to maintain this relationship. And this can only happen by proper engagement. This is the game changer and the most important part of improving sales velocity through a CP network. I can give you some tips. Create a calendar of regular brand recall activities. Create a WhatsApp group. Celebrate CP bookings. Share knowledge about developments in real estate. Have monthly high tea sessions at the site. Share site construction updates with the CPs so they are involved with you. Personal visits by the CP manager to the CP's office. You can even brand their offices with your kiosks and your posters. Top 10 performing CPs to be nurtured by the developer themselves. You need to adopt top 10 CPs who are operating in that market and coming to you. Adopt those top 10 CPs, they will do wonders for you. Once this engagement activity is in place and running smoothly, all you need to do in terms of the fifth step is basically to motivate the channel partners in order to generate more and more sales velocity for yourselves so that they can sell more and more units at your project. Now, motivation is very simple. You need to follow a few steps or some ideas to motivate channel partners. Point number one, treat the channel partner actually as a partner. Hold them in the highest regard whenever you and your team interact with them. And when they come with a client, the environment should exhibit the great relationship you have with the CP. This enhances the CP's hold on the client and trust on you. Point number two, very important everywhere in life, nothing supersedes a timely remuneration. Pay the brokerage within 7 days of receiving the invoice from a CP. Either invite the CP to the office for a cup of tea and hand over the check in an envelope along with a personalized thank you note, and if possible, a small memento as a token of appreciation should be given. Many a times we end up doing an RTGS, but then we lose an opportunity to meet a CP once again and acknowledge him by giving him the check directly, by inviting him over or going to his office and giving him this check. This would create a further relationship with the channel partner. Another point, have CP brokerage reward plans. This is the best way to motivate CPs to remain focused on your project. So have slabs, 1 booking, 3 booking, 5 booking, 10 bookings. More the bookings, more the return for the CP, and that means that he is being more attached to your product and focusing on your product. Also, there are a few larger brokerage firms which have teams under them. So a CP incentive scheme, I would say rather CP executive incentive scheme should be encouraged. This should be given to executives of these companies so that they are more focused on their product. You could offer them 5,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees on every booking that they get to your product. And post this, a point that you need to remember, reward the performing CPs publicly over a celebration event. This would make the CP obviously happy, but will also encourage the other CPs to try and come on this part of the stage. Most importantly, build a family of channel partners, and trust me, sales will never be a challenge for you. That's a promise. Sales will never be a challenge to you. Since you are a businessman, the beauty of sales through channel partners is that you pay the brokerage post the deal goes through. So there is no initial acquisition cost. It's purely a performance-based expense for you. So unlike other marketing tools where you pay upfront, irrespective of the results, driving sales via CPs is a sure winner. So, dear CREDAI members, wishing that you identify, connect, and remain engaged with channel partners for ages and drive an excellent sales velocity and celebrate this extended family that stays with you forever. Adieu for now. Till we meet next, this is Rajat Sajdev signing off from Sachi Baat by our Constellation Private Limited. Thanks a ton for hearing.